Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle review for you. This is Mondo Gecko. As you can see, he is a pro skateboarding lizard. I think he looks pretty fantastic. Definitely a radical departure from the original design in the original cartoon. He was kind of a green lizard with a lot of a crazier outfit. This is kind of a little streamlined. You know, he's still got his backwards hat to show that he's, extreme and everything. But he's got mostly just kind of a, black shirt and shorts. Not really that much paint as far as this goes, but you can see there's more detail over here. I'll try to zoom in if you'd like to read his bio there. Alright. And then the back of the card really doesn't show us anything we haven't seen yet. I think the only thing of note is down here. We have Savage Mikey. Try to get a little bit closer. I'm still looking for him. I have not seen him anywhere. Everyone else, I think, is pretty much out. So we'll go ahead, we'll get Mondo Gecko out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. Mondo Gecko out of the package looks pretty good. I really like the detail on his head. Unfortunately, mine has a little bit of paint messed up on the eye, which you can kind of see right there. And it has a little bit of the paint underneath a little messed up. Obviously, that's just my figure. I'm sure if you find one, you will not have the same problem. And then he's got this, I think it says Tokay? Is that T-O-K-A-Y? Here written on the chest. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's a skateboarding company, I'm not sure. But overall, I think the figure looks pretty good. Like I said, really like the paint on the head, like the backwards hat. Nice detail there on the chest. The tail is one solid piece. It would have been nice to have some speckles on that as well. As you can see, that does turn a full 360. The head also turns. It's a little tight, but it can turn from side to side. The only other joints you have are basically the same joints in the kind of hip and shoulder region, basically. You know, normal up and down, and then 360 spin. Nothing in the rest of the arms. This has a front to back, and then 360 spin. Nothing in the rest of the feet. He doesn't stand that great, just standing on his own. This leg is fine, but this leg you can see is just, I don't know, it's just attached kind of weird. And maybe I need to turn it or something. Maybe something like that. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, that's not too bad. You can see the feet still aren't really flat, but at least he stands a little bit better. But he comes with one accessory, which is skateboard, which is very basic, just red with, yellow wheels here. Would have been nice to see something painted on here, maybe just a sticker or something. But it's all right. What I do think is cool, he can hold it in his hand because it's fairly thin. So if you want to go ahead and if you want him to hold his skateboard, he can do that. If I can get him to stand again. But of course it has one big peg on here and you just go ahead and pop it onto either foot is fine. And then once he's on the skateboard, he does keep his balance fairly decently, I have to say, depending on how much forward or back you lean him. But he definitely looks good on the skateboard, so I'm glad that, that's kind of his signature deal. I'm glad they included that because if he didn't come with it, you'd be kind of bummed. That's the only accessory he comes with. I don't think you use any weapons on the show anyway, so it makes sense. But overall, I have to say, I like this figure. As far as articulation, it would have been nice to have something in the wrist or maybe something down here in the ankle just to kind of balance these feet a little bit. But it's not a big deal. I definitely think the coloring and the detail is pretty good. You have pretty much like a solid black here. But they did bother to paint the socks and the shoes a different color. A little bit of like the same kind of lizard pattern on the tail would have been nice. But again, not a deal breaker. The shirt is very nicely detailed. I was just double checking. No, there's no articulation in the waist. And they did paint his, fingers in his gloves. So I think that this figure definitely has a nice amount of detailing and paint. And I love the inclusion of the skateboard. And he fits on it very nicely. And it does roll decently back and forth. So I think it's pretty cool. I definitely recommend this figure if you can find him. I think it's one of the better ones in the line. It's kind of a fun character. And it's definitely a fun figure. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the voice actor for Mondo Gecko is the Mikey voice actor from the 90s movies. I believe is Robbie Wrist is the name of the actor. So I think that's awesome. That's just a super cool little Easter egg for the fans. No, kids nowadays who are new to the franchise might not pick up on it, but for older fans, it's definitely a very cool little nod. So I love this character. I think the figure's great. It's actually pretty well detailed, and I think it's one of the better ones in the line, to be honest. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Mondo Gecko from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and thanks for watching.